You are rushing out the door. You grab your keys, check your phone, zip up your jacket. Your dog is sitting 3 feet away, watching every move you make. You glance at him for half a second. Maybe you say, "Bye," without slowing down. Maybe you do not say anything at all, and the door shuts.
You did not see what happened next.
His ears dropped, his tail tucked, and for the next 8 hours, he carried something in his chest that he has no word for, but you do. It is called being invisible. By the end of this video, you will understand 6 things your dog needs from you every single day. Not expensive toys, not fancy food, not an hour at the dog park, but 6 silent needs that most owners walk past without realizing. And the last one will rewrite how you see every quiet moment you share. Welcome to Correct Relaxation.
Your alarm goes off.
Your hand reaches for your phone. You scroll through notifications, check the weather, maybe open a text from last night. 3 minutes pass before your feet hit the floor, and somewhere in the house, your dog has already been awake, waiting ears, tracking your movement through the wall. Body tense with the question he asks every single morning. Is today going to start with me or without me? Most people have no idea that those first moments carry weight. But they do, and the weight is biological. Dogs are social species whose nervous systems are organized around a primary attachment figure. 15,000 years of coevolution with humans did not erase pack structure, it redirected it. In your home, you are the social anchor. Your dog's entire emotional regulation system is built around. And research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs who receive consistent early morning social interaction from their owner show measurably lower baseline cortisol, the stress hormone, throughout the entire day. Not lower for an hour, for the entire day. The mechanism is straightforward. When your dog sees you and receives acknowledgement, eye contact, a warm voice, a touch, their hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis receives an inhibitory signal. The stress response stands down. The day begins from a place of neurological calm rather than neurological uncertainty. Here is what to do. Before you check your phone before you start the coffee, find your dog. Get to their level if you can. Say their name, not a command, their name with warmth. Let them greet you however they want to greet you. 30 seconds. That is all it takes to set the neurological tone for their entire day. A dog who starts the morning believing they matter behaves completely differently than a dog who starts the morning wondering if they do. The difference shows up in everything: how they handle being alone, how they respond to strangers, how deeply they sleep. It all begins in those first 30 seconds. Most owners think a good walk is a fast walk. Cover distance, burn energy, get them tired. But the walk your dog actually needs has nothing to do with miles or speed and everything to do with their nose. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors. You have about 6 million. The part of their brain devoted to processing smell is proportionally 40 times larger than yours. When your dog stops at a fire hydrant or a patch of grass and inhales for 30 seconds, they are not wasting your time. They are reading a story. Which animals passed here when they passed what they ate, whether they were healthy, whether they were afraid? Every scent is a sentence. Your neighborhood is a novel they have been trying to finish for years. And every time you tug the leash and say, "Come on," you are pulling the book out of their hands mid-page. A landmark study in animal cognition found something that surprised even the researchers. Dogs who were allowed extended sniffing sessions during walks showed significantly higher levels of optimism in subsequent behavioral tests. Not just lower stress, not just more calm, but genuine optimism. The way your dog is allowed to use their nose directly shapes how they perceive the world. Here is what this looks like in practice. 2 or 3 times a week, take your dog on what trainers call a decompression walk. No destination, no pace. You follow, they lead. When they stop to sniff, you wait. When they change direction, you change with them. 20 minutes of genuine nose-led exploration does more for your dog's mental health than an hour of leash pulling around the block. And here is the part most owners miss entirely. When you stop pulling and start following, something shifts between you. Your dog begins to understand that being with you does not mean their needs get overruled. That understanding is not obedience, it is trust. And trust is the foundation every other point in this video stands on. Do you talk to your dog not commands? Not sit or stay or leave it. Do you actually talk to them? Do you narrate what you are doing? Greet them when you walk through the door. Say their name just because you feel like it. If you do, you are doing something far more powerful than you realize. If you do not start today. In 2022, researchers in Budapest used brain imaging to measure how dogs processed their owner's voice. What they found redefines what we know about the dog-human bond. Dogs do not just recognize their owner's voice, they process the emotional tone of that voice in the same brain region that humans use to process emotional communication. Your dog's brain has evolved a dedicated neural pathway for reading how you speak to them.
And the data was specific.
When owners used a warm, slightly higher-pitched tone, the kind most people naturally use with a baby without even thinking about it, dogs showed immediate physiological signs of regulation. Heart rate dropped, muscle tension released, eyes softened. When the same owner spoke in a flat, distracted tone, the dog's nervous system stayed alert. Not because the words changed, because the warmth disappeared. Think about what that means. Your voice is not just sound to your dog. It is a direct line into their autonomic nervous system. Every time you greet them softly at the door, every time you whisper their name while they lie beside you, every time you say, "Good boy," and actually mean it, you are reaching into their nervous system and telling it the world is safe. You can stand down.
Here is the practice.
3 times a day. When you wake up, when you come home, and before bed, speak to your dog in a warm, unhurried tone for 10 seconds. Not commands, conversation. Let them hear the sound of a person who is genuinely glad they exist. No calming supplement, no anxiety wrap, no white noise machine can replicate what your voice does when it carries real warmth. And your dog has always known the difference. The question is whether you will be consistent enough for them to count on it. This one is blunt, and most owners will not want to hear it. When was the last time you actually played with your dog? Not tossing a ball while you stood in one spot scrolling your phone, not dropping a rope toy in their general direction. When was the last time you got on the ground, moved your body, made the game feel real? Every breed carries biological drives: prey drive, chase drive, retrieve drive, herding drive. These are not behavioral quirks. They are neurological imperatives that have been shaped by thousands of years of selective breeding. And when those drives never get expressed in a meaningful way, the energy does not vanish. It finds another outlet: your furniture, your shoes, your sanity. Research published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that dogs with insufficient interactive play showed significantly higher rates of separation anxiety aggression and compulsive behavior. These are not bad dogs. These are dogs whose biology has been asking a question that nobody bothered to answer. Here's what real play looks like. You move. You make the toy unpredictable. Slow it down. Pause, then burst. You let your dog win sometimes. Let them grab the toy, shake it, feel the satisfaction of the catch. Then build in a cool down, 30 seconds of calm stroking that lets their arousal come back down safely. That sequence, build, chase, catch, release, cool down, is not recreation. It is the ritual that tells your dog's brain, I am capable. I am alive. And the person on the other end of this game sees what I am made of.
15 minutes, 3 times a week.
That is enough to transform an anxious, destructive dog into a calm, fulfilled one. The prescription is not more exercise. It is more presence. Stay with me. What comes next is the thing almost every owner gets wrong without meaning to. And once you see it, you will catch yourself doing it tonight.
A trainer once told us about a client named Rachel.
Rachel loved her dog, a 4-year-old border collie named Milo, more than anything. She bought him the best food, walked him twice a day, took him to the vet on schedule. But Milo was anxious. He paced, he panted at night. He could not settle for more than a few minutes before getting up and moving to a different spot. Rachel thought he was broken.
The trainer visited their home and watched for 20 minutes. Then she asked one question.
When Milo goes to his bed in the corner, what do you do?
Rachel said,
I go over and pet him. I want him to know I love him.
That was the problem. Dogs are social animals who also require withdrawal.
The ability to move away from stimulation, from noise, from interaction from the world, and enter a state of genuine neurological rest is not a preference, it is a biological need. A study published in the journal Animals found that dogs provided with a dedicated, owner-respected retreat space showed significantly lower indicators of chronic stress compared to dogs without one. And the critical word is owner-respected. The space only works if the humans understand that, when the dog goes there, the dog is not to be disturbed. Every time you reach down to pet your dog the moment he lies down, every time you call him off his bed 30 seconds after he got on it, every time you follow him to his quiet spot to say hello, you teach him the same lesson. There is no place in this home where I am truly safe to rest.
Here's the fix.
Choose a spot, a corner, a crate with the door open, a bed in a quiet room. Place something there that smells like you. An old shirt works perfectly. And when your dog goes there on his own, do nothing. Do not follow. Do not call. Do not reach down for a quick pet. Let that space be sacred ground, because to your dog, it is the only place in the world where his nervous system has permission to fully shut down. Give him that. The change will not take weeks. Rachel saw a different dog within 4 days.
Close your eyes for a moment.
Imagine you live in a house where you love someone more than you have ever loved anything. You would do anything for them, but you cannot tell them that. You cannot write them a letter, you cannot send them a text, you cannot sit them down and say, "Here is what I need from you." The only things you have are your eyes, your body, and the hope that if you show up the same way every single day, waiting by the door, pressing against their leg, following them from room to room, they will eventually understand what you have been trying to say. Now imagine they wake up every morning and reach for their phone instead of you. Imagine they pull you away every time you stop to read the only book available to you. Imagine they never speak to you in the voice that makes the world feel safe. That is what it feels like to be a dog whose needs are invisible. Would you keep trying? Your dog does. Every single day. Sleep is surrender. It is the single most vulnerable state any living creature can enter. Awareness shuts off. Defenses drop. The ability to detect and respond to danger disappears. In the wild, no animal would sleep pressed against another creature unless something deep in their biology had decided beyond all doubt that this creature would keep them safe while they were helpless. Now think about your couch. Thursday evening, you sit down. Your dog walks over, circles once, and presses his entire body against your leg. His eyes get heavy. His breathing slows. Within minutes, he is asleep. Dead weight against your thigh, one paw draped over your ankle. Your arm goes numb. Your show is impossible to watch. You cannot reach anything useful, and you do not move. That moment is not acute inconvenience. It is the culmination of everything you have built together. Every morning you greeted him before your phone. Every walk you let his nose lead. Every time your voice carried warmth instead of distraction. Every game you played like it mattered. Every time you respected his quiet space without following him there. When your dog falls asleep touching you, he is making a declaration out of every surface, every corner, every safe spot. Available to me, I chose you. You are the safest place I know.
Here is what to do. Nothing.
Stay still. Let him sleep. Sacrifice the comfort. Sacrifice the convenience. Because every time you stay, you are answering his declaration with one of your own. I see what you gave me, and I will not take it for granted. That is not a nap. That is trust made physical. And it was never just about tonight. It is everything you built together arriving all at once. Your dog does not understand schedules or spreadsheets or 5-year plans, but he understands something most humans forget, that love is not a feeling. It is a pattern. It is showing up the same way at the same time with the same warmth, day after day, until the other person stops bracing for disappointment and starts believing they are safe. A morning greeting that says, "You matter," before anything else. A walk that follows their nose instead of your schedule. A voice that reaches directly into their nervous system and tells it to stand down. Play that honors what they were built to do. A space where rest is genuinely possible. And a stillness that answers their deepest question. Am I safe with you? 6 things. None of them cost money. None of them take more than a few minutes. But together, they are the difference between a dog who is surviving in your home and a dog who is thriving in it. And here is the reframe. These are not things you do for your dog. These are things you do with your dog. Every greeting, every walk, every moment of stillness on the couch, it is a conversation. And for the first time, you are finally speaking their language. Now think about that moment from the beginning, when you rushed out the door and did not look back. Tomorrow morning, try something different. Before the phone, before the keys, before anything, find your dog. Say his name. Let him know the day starts with him. 30 seconds. That is where everything begins. If this video helped you understand your dog a little better, subscribe to Correct Relaxation. Every week, we decode another piece of your dog's behavior, not to judge, not to lecture, but to help you hear what they have been saying all along. This is Correct Relaxation. We will see you next week.